We want to read you a letter that we have, which is, Dear President Byford, the New York City Transit Riders Council would like to express our sincere appreciation for all you have done on behalf of the city's subway and bus passengers during your too short but illustrious career with the MTA. Over the past 2 years, you have truly listened and heard the riders, employees, and other stakeholders and made us all know that you care deeply about us all and in making the system better. You then implemented, with laser focus, the many practical and successful programs that renewed riders' hope in the system with your vision and solid results, but you always frame those results with the understanding we still have much more to do. Fast Forward is being realized through efforts like the Save Safe Seconds program, the bus network redesign, and prioritizing accessibility projects. All these initiatives and more are underway, helping riders get where they are going safely, efficiently, and reliably. We, the New York City Transit Riders Council, will continue to work to support your full vision now and in the years to come. Your inspirational leadership has put in motion the potential of our system's future, one that is accessible to all and meets the needs of this 21st century city and region. Thank you for creating that possibility and leaving the agency in a far better place than when you arrived. We wish you much success and happiness wherever your journeys take you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's so much. So all I can say is this is really a hard decision for me, right? Because I love this city, first of all. I really do. I really love New York, and I really love New York City Transit, the people that work there. You know, I call them my diamonds, and they are. But also the people that we do the job for, which is you and the people that you represent. So it certainly hasn't been an easy decision to make. It's one that's been a long time in the making, and one that I didn't take lightly, but is comforted by the fact, to your point, Andrew, and the point of the letter, that I think we're in a good place. We've got a fabulous team. You know, you look at people like Alex Elagudin, like Sarah Meyer, like Sally Librero. We've really built a good team. And what I've tried to do is balance that team. I'm very proud of the fact it's a very diverse team, and it's all on merit. But it's real quality people in each of the areas, and I see no reason why they can't take that progress forward. In fact, I absolutely know that they will. And so that's the one reason I'm comforted. The second is, and it's a team effort, and I always say that because it is a team effort. You know, I suck up all the attention, but it's a team effort. We're in a much better place in terms of performance, particularly on the subway, but also on the buses, actually. It's all been about laying foundations, and on Access-a-Ride. It's been about laying foundations to focus back on the basics. You know, there was a lot of stuff I thought when I got here that were kind of no-brainers, really, just obvious things that needed to be sorted. So we've really focused relentlessly on getting the basics right, putting group station managers in, Save Seconds, on the buses, just even what I call small wins, but they're meaningful nonetheless. Downstairs, that used to be an embarrassment looking out the window at the Brooklyn tunnel entrance, and it was like a big bus jam. Andrew and I used to look out the window and see this big bus jam. And just by a bit of focus, we've sorted it out. And so the buses, in many ways, you have not seen the best of the bus network yet, right? Because a lot of what we've been doing is foundational, that a bit like building a big building, it takes its time before you know, the foundations take a while, and you think this is taking forever. And suddenly it races up. And you'll see that happen with the buses, and certainly with the subways. And touch wood, if I can find any, this period, as long as we don't have a disaster in the next 2 days, I won't say anything else, watch for the number, right? The on-time performance number. As long as we don't have a disaster, please, 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 no disasters the last 2 days. And you know, that's credit to my team. And then on the accessibility piece, it's probably what I'm most proud of. And I was in this room just last night with Chris and with Deborah and Anne, and we had the accessibility advisors group, and I'm so proud of that. I'm proud of the fact, and you know, there's no journalists, and I think I can say what I want. Don't send this to YouTube. You can keep filming. We shamelessly, I admit it now, absolutely, we deliberately, shamelessly cornered the politicians. By saying on day one this thing's going to be fully accessible, and by partnering up with accessibility advisory groups and advocacy groups, there's no way that that can be any regression on that now. That genie is not going back in the bottle. That is going to happen. It absolutely is. And then things like the re-signaling, you know, I will say to I will stand corrected. CBTC is the way to go. It is not an 80s system. It's actually well advanced. It's no more an 80s system, because people say, oh, it's a 1980s technology. No more than a Dreamliner is 1910s technology, because you know what? The Wright brothers flew in a plane. They're both planes, but they look nothing like each other. It's no more than a Tesla's a Model T Ford. Things have come along a long way. But having said that, Pete Tomlin, who unfortunately is following me out the door, he has done so much to get the QBL back on target, but also a lot of what you'll see now come up in the future, things like ultra-wideband, they are the way of the future, but it's not a signaling system. It will enable us to do things more quickly. Fond memories, things that I'm proud of, is things like working with you, working with the Accessibility Council, but just sort of fun anecdotal memories and things I respect. The fact that no one can pick out detail like Andrew Albert. I want you on my quiz team. You should be... Andrew Albert should be on my quiz team, because he's spectacular at noticing points of detail. And I love that about you, because like me, you obsess about detail. No one can make a timed speech at the board like Lisa Daglian. You've got it down to a fine art. The fact that you can, even, I've never once heard the beep go off. You get in just in time. It's spectacular. It's really very impressive. So, just lots of anecdotes. I mean, I'm proud to have known you all. I really am. I'm proud of the fact, Edith, I'd like to think that we had some mutual respect, right? Everyone said to me, oh, be careful of Edith Prentice. She's a nightmare. She's an absolute nightmare. But well, maybe they didn't quite put it like that, but it's impossible. It's impossible to please her. But we understood each other, right? And Accessoride will get better. We had a meeting with Uber just now. It's going to turn the corner, and that's something else I'm very proud of. It's funny you should turn up. Rachel and Alex and the team, I'm really proud of. So happy memories. Mr. X, the one thing I'm disappointed about, I'm gutted about the fact you never came up for it with a nickname for me. Maybe I'm Andrea. I should be Andrea, right? Because there's Thomasina, Josephina. Maybe I'm Andrea. But again, I'm proud to know you. I remember bumping into you, sir, down somewhere in Brooklyn, down on like maybe Coney Island, somewhere. It was way down, right? There you go. And there you go. And you, sir, I also have respect for, because you really know the system. You really do. So it was, and I have to say, I'll let you into a little secret now. I used to watch the board meetings before I came to this job, because I thought I might get a shot at New York City Transit. And I remember Mr. X coming up, and I'm like, I wonder what will happen when I finally get to meet him. And I'm proud to know you, sir. I am. And so I'm heading off to Staten Island now, actually. The job, I'm still here for another 2.5 weeks. I will keep fighting till the day I leave for the riders and for the people you represent, because it's actually, believe it or not, I've really enjoyed it. It's been a blast. It's been my honor and privilege to serve New York City Transit, and I will keep working till the day I leave. And you never know, you may see me at a board meeting. The next speaker is Andy Byford. That would be fun. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Andy, one of the things that you mentioned, and which I mentioned before you got here, was that you were inspirational both to riders and the working group of men and women, and for your initiatives and your really terrific plans for transit to move forward. They won't have that inspiration, unfortunately, but hopefully somebody will carry it on. And